I'm not cis, and if you've seen any of my streams, you probably would have known that by now. My name is Saki or Sakira, and this is my story. Growing up, I've always followed my family in being Christian, believing in Jesus, being told all LGBTQ people are wrong in the way they live and think and all of that. I knew I have always been different than most males in my life. I never was into cars, I was never into watching sports, fixing things, etc. I always preferred brighter and pastel colors like pink, purple, and light blue. I would prefer playing with dolls, dressing up with big butterfly or fairy wings. I was very happy as a child. Last July, I made a post on Twitter and on my Discord coming out as genderfluid, which I know many people have seen, either through the good or the bad. And majority people were very supportive online, which made me feel amazing. And that's where I thought all this would end. I figured out my life, nothing else. Boy, was I wrong. After coming out, I found the Trans Academy and met such a friendly and caring community of people. I went to their midweek event and was introduced to an amazing mute girl named Nikki. This amazing one. The two of us got to talking and added each other. The next day came and the two of us were sitting by a window where she revealed her real voice to me and decided she was no longer going to be mute. We hung out at Moonlit every week, and the next time I could tell Nikki was upset about something. She was being very dysphoric about herself, she had told me, so we went to a private world, and I had calmed her down. At the point, I asked her out, and we had started to date. A few days later, Nikki said she wanted to have a girls' day out, and I said sure. We visited multiple worlds, game ones like the Grapple Tower, a mall, and we watched anime together. We ended the night with just relaxing and cuddling together. Later that evening, I introduced her to one of my other trans friends named Ayuko and explained how nice it felt to be interpreted as female over male and how happy I was and how much fun we had. The three of us all sat down and talked a bit and had some very hard questions about my gender and myself. After talking for about 2 hours about myself and most answers not aligning with the typical male, both Nikki and Ayuko had said, "We don't think you're gender fluid." And that hit me pretty hard because that would made me reconsider so much of my life. After an hour of me just thinking to myself, I said, "I think you're right. I am trans, and my name is Alexis." And then broke down just weeping. The next day, while sitting with Nikki in a plain Avatar world, I broke down again after thinking back if any cues were from my childhood, and the amount of them were overwhelming. That would have alluded me to being trans. That it made so much sense to me where everything came from. I just kept listing them off out loud and just cried into Nikki for 30 minutes while she just hugged me and told me it was going to be okay. She's more amazing than anything. Coming up to the present day, this would be leading to now. What's happened? About a week ago from recording of this video, I have started vocal training for my own sake, which has worked amazing and has been very nice from an amazing vocal coach named Izzy. All her stuff will be linked below if you want to join any of her group sessions and all that. She's helped me with so much working with my voice to where I am very happy with how it sounds and how people perceive me. I recommend giving their VR chat group a look if you are interested in anything with vocal training or vocal optimization and stuff. After coming out to Nikki and all that and her helping me, through all this. I think our relationship has definitely strengthened to way more than it was before. I owe her so much for helping me figure out kind of where I was in my feelings. I really do. She's such a loving, caring girl, and I love her so much. People might also be wondering, have I come out to my parents or my family about my me being transgender? The answer is to some of them, yes. A little over half of them have vocalized they do not support me, and hope I will turn away from this portion of my life, which has not been helpful for my mental health or anything. I have never felt probably more alone than anything I've ever had in my life at this point. I'm not going to go into all the stuff they have said because that could be a whole nother video on its own if I wanted it to be. And I don't want this video to be over like an hour long, which it could already be, and I don't know. If you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you. I made this video not just to only tell my story, but to spread the message that if you're queer, non-binary, trans, gay, whatever, you are not alone. None of us are. Just be yourself and pursue the person that makes you the happiest. Nobody should be scared of being themselves, but sadly many of us don't feel in where we are. I want to thank everyone who's helped me make this video. All their links will be down below. And to my parents, because I know I'm assuming I'll have family watching this. I'm still going to be your child, even though it's hard to say that sometimes with not being supportive, but I will always be there if need be. Thank you guys for watching.